गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं भक्तबिन्दसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं बिन्दावनं मनोहरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयितगिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। बिन्दावै तुलसीदेव वै पिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिपदे देवी सत्त्ववत्त्वयि नमो नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरये। संकीर्तने कृष्ण कथोपदेशे गौरीयपत्रस्य प्रकाशने च सदानुरक्त गुरुभक्तियुक्तो भक्तिप्रमोदाक्ष जगोद्वरुण्य ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नमभिष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्चनुतं शरण्यं वेत्तात्तिहं पनुतपाल्भवाद्दिपूतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरुणारविन्दं यत्पादपल्लवनखचन्दमनिच्छटाय विस्फुरजित किमपि कबोधु स्वदर्शि पूर्णानुरागर ससागर सारमूर्ति साराधिका मयि कदा कृपां करोसि। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकाबदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षो विश्वाम्बरो द्विजभरो जुगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमामि गंगे तव पादपङ्कजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितो दिव्यरूपं भुक्तिं च मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं भावानुरूपेण सदा नरानं। गंगातरङ्गरमणीयजटाकलापं गौरी निरन्तरविभूषी त्ववामभागं नारायणो प्रियमनङ्गमदापहारं वाराणसीपुरपति भजवीशनाथं। वागीशजुष्वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्य च वक्षसि यस्यास्ति हृदय संवित् त्वं सिंहमहं भजे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। दशमे दशमं लक्ष्यमाश्रिताश्रयविग्रहं श्रीकृष्णाख्यं परं धाम jagadhyam namami tat. Dasame dasamam lakshamasritastrayo vigraham Sri Krishnaksham param dhamo jagadhyam namami tat. Gauriya Goshtipati Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Paramahamsa Jagadguru said that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the original reason. Everything coming from Bhagavan Sri Krishna, all original reason. How Bhagavad Darshan, we can get Bhagavad Darshan? Somebody asking. How we can get Bhagavad Darshan? Somebody asking. Prabhupada speaking, see Bhagavan, see Hari is Shyam Prakash, self-effulgent, self-manifesting object. By the help of anybody, we cannot express Bhagavan. You can remember the sloka I started with is very important from Bhagavatam. It is written, Krishna is the source of everything. Ishvara Paramakishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarvakaranakaram. That is confirmed here. Bhagavad Mahapuran Bhavartha Dipika Siddha Swamipāda writing, and in Bhagavatam we say 10 different kind of symptoms, lakshan, atra sarga visargascha sthanam pasanamotayu manantara ishanukatha nirodha muktirasrayaha ittadi. That I can discuss tomorrow also. So here Bhavartha Dipika, I mean Siddha Swamipāda writing, Dasame dasamam lakshamasritasraya vigraham Sri Krishnaksham param dhama jagadhyam namami tat. Follow. Dasame dasamam lakshamasritasraya vigraham Sri Krishnaksham param dhama jagadhyam namami tat. In 10th canto, all Asraya Vigraha. Asraya Vigraha Sri Krishna only is the original cause. Jagat Dhyam Namami Tat Om Tat Sat. In Krishna, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is written in Bengali, but you can go through, I can say, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Khanda. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Khanda 2 stroke 70, 94 and 106 number slokas. Sri Chaitanya Adi Khanda, 2nd chapter, 70 number sloka and 98 number sloka and 106 number altogether. It is there it is written, avatar shop. All avatars are coming from Krishna, Angsho and Kala. Shyam Bhagavan Krishna, Sarva Avatangsho, all the source of all avatars of Krishna. Krishna is the only fountainhead, all the asraya of everybody. Even all avatars are there coming. Krishna and Sarvasraya, Krishna Sarvadham, in the body of Krishna, transcendental body of Krishna, infinity Brahmanda resting, Ananta Brahmanda Vigraha, Virat Saru, Bhagavatamrita, all Krishna. Shyam Bhagavan Sri Krishna Sarvasraya, Shyam Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Krishna Sarvasraya, all the support of infinity world. Parameshwar, Krishna Sarva Sastra, all Shastras speaking the same. Follow. Now somebody putting question, how we can get Bhagavad Darshan? Prabhupada saying that Hari is self-effulgent, Guru Vaishnava, Bhagavan, Dham, Nam, Parikar, Vaishya, all self-manifesting. We cannot put any pressure in Aparakita Jagat. It's an automatic factor. Prabhupada speaking, Bhagavan is the ocean of Daya. Somehow, if we develop Seva mood, then by the mercy of Bhagavan, he can himself manifest. He can manifest himself in front of us. You can remember the Upanishad sloka also. Many times I used to say, Nayam Atma Pravochanena Labhyo no Medhaya no Bhun Suteno Yam Eva Esha Pranita Tena Labhyo. Whom Bhagavan going to accept, he can. Nobody else. Of another sloka I used to say, Nitya Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Jivi Jovidodhati Kaman Tam Atmastam Yonapasanti Dhira Tesham Santi Netaresha. Nitya Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Jovidodhati Kaman Tam Atmastam Yonapasanti Dhira Tesham Santi Netaresha. He is the Nitya of all Nitya, as the source of all Nitya, Nitya Nitya. All the Chetan is the source of all Chetan, infinity Chetan. Nitya Nityanam Chetan. Eko Bhuna, he is one from whom infinite. Eko Ham Bahuswam is a desire of Prakriti, desire of Bhagavan. Nitya Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Javidadhati Kama, who is going to fulfill the desire of everybody, who is controlling everything, who is going to watch that Supreme Personality inside heart feeling, Javidadhati Tam Atmastam. If somebody going to look inside, point is that we are busy, we are always busy looking outside. We are always busy looking outside. We have no antar darshan. We have material darshan. That's why we are so chanchal. Why we are so chanchal? Because our inner vision is not there. We are also very much interested to enjoy this material world. So naturally, our sense organs all going outside in search of some enjoyment. Eyes going to watch one dirty thing. Ear like to hear something unusual, can give enjoyment to me. Tongue going to speak something material which can give me time passing. Follow. Doing next to nothing, sitting and gossiping in the tea stall, that is our life. So all our sense organs and mind, everything going. Mind is the 11th number sense organ, always going outside in search of enjoyment. In Panchal Kshetra, Panchal means Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. Panchal means Punjab. But here Panchal means where 5 different kind of enjoyments, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha available, they are running. This way, all our sense organs going outside in search of enjoyment, That's why we are deprived of that absolute truth. When we can grow our power to look inside, when we can grow our power to look inside, that's called Atmadarshan, inner vision, by the help of which we can concentrate on that object, I mean the Supreme Divinity. Tam atmastam jo anupassanti dhiraha. Dhiraha means those are out of matter going to make us chanchal. No matter, no enjoying mood, no chanchal. Tranquil, we can develop tranquil mood. So dhiraha means those who are out of enjoying mood, dhiraha, they can watch that Supreme Law inside. And they can get transcendental bliss. And the rest of the people, they can never get enjoyment, they can burn. They can never get. That's why Narottama Thakur wrote in Kirtan, Astray loiya bhaje tare Krishna nahi taje ar sab marya karan. No question of taking shelter. In our life, no question of taking shelter unto a lotus feet of Suddha Guru Vaishnava. In fact, we never want to be controlled by anybody. In fact, we never want to be controlled by anybody. That is a fact. That's why there is a condition. We never want to be controlled. Uncontrolled life is just beastly life. If we are not under the control of Suddha Guru Vaishnava, we can do anything, because our crazy mind can take away from here to there to there. That is the condition. So, Prabhupada speaking, Bhagavad Vastu is Shaprakash, self-manifesting. If we can grow the mood of serving Hari, then out of his causeless mercy, he can show us his sarup, everything, what is mood, what is seva, what he is doing, everything. Like in Chatuslaki Bhagavatam, we know, Jnanam paramam guhyam yad vijnana samannitam sarasam tadanganja jnana buditam maya. Yavanaham yatha bhavayad rupa guna karma kaha tathaiva vijnanam stutte madanugrhat aham vivasam evagrinannajya sasat param paschadaham jadi tattvajo vasissu sosmiham hrityartham yat patitu na patitu chatmani tat viddat atmanamayam yatha vasu yatha tamaha yatha mahanti bhutani bhutesu uchchapachishonu pravishtanna pravistani tatha teshu na teshu aham. Etavadeva jigyasam tattva jigyasanatanaha annai bhaitirikabhyam jatsat sarvata sarvata etat matam samatishta paramena samadhina bhavana kalpa vikalpesu na vimujyati karshit. Bhagavan going to speak to Brahma, out of your personal effort you can never get my darshan, so I, out of my causeless mercy, going to manifest myself in front of you. You watch me. You watch me. Javanaham, what I am like. Javanaham yatha bhava, what is my mood. Why qualities, everything you can see. So Hari can manifest himself, his mood, his aprakita bhava, everything. But provided we are growing our serving mood in front of him. What a kind of magician Bhagavan is. What a kind of big technician Bhagavan is. He is going to make butterfly, different fish, short tail, molly, different kind of fish. Fish means small boys, they are enjoying looking short tails, red, green, blue, fighter, all different kind of fishes are there available. People are keeping in aquarium in their house for decoration. Anyway, so you see what a kind of break, absolute, knowledge is there with Bhagavan. What a kind of technology there. Oh, one bird, if you look, there is different color. Beak is yellow, head is blue, throat is red, all different. How possible? One flower, oh, so nice. This way, Bhagavan is a big technician, engineer. He is expressing all Chetan Vastu that I already told, Nitto Nityanam Chetunas Chetunanam Ekapuna. He is going to express Chetan Vritti. We are busy with enjoying mood, so due to this false ego, we can never take darshan of Bhagavan, otherwise Bhagavan is waiting to give us darshan. Darshan different type. One is hardik darshan, bachik, different kind of darshan. One is direct darshan. Like if you hear Bhagavad Katha from heart, absorbingly, like Parikshit Maharaj, you can get darshan of Bhagavan. Why not? Why not? Because Bhagavad is equal to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is equal to Bhagavan. Can take darshan. Absorbingly. So, now sometime Bhagavan give indication, I am there. Signal, I am there, you go ahead. I am there with you, go ahead. This is also Pattokya darshan, Parokya darshan, Aparokya darshan, different kind of darshan can be there. And direct darshan actually, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they are like this, Anyway, we cannot put pressure on Bhagavan. Anyway, our Sadananda Swami told repeatedly, Prabhupada also told many times, we should not be busy with Bhagavad Darshan. We cannot put pressure on him. We must be busy for Bhagavad Darshan, okay. But only we are interested like curiosity, material curiosity, that he wanted to stop. If there is no desire to take darshan of Bhagavan, this is also bad. I am not speaking that. But point is that with this material brain, material intellect, everything, if we I like to take Bhagavad, this is one kind of false ego. So, Sadananda Swami used to say, don't be busy with that. If you go on serving Bhagavan from heart with loving mood, then automatically you can get darshan. But out of false ego, I like to take darshan, that is false ego. You can never take darshan. It is strictly prohibited. We cannot put pressure on Bhagavan. We cannot catch the throat of Bhagavan. You give me darshan. This is not. This is not good. So, we are busy with our, with our doership, karta. I am looking, I am watching, I am enjoying. With this mood, you can never get Bhagavad Darshan, not possible. Savananugrahe, by the tremendous intensity of hearing Harikatha, hearing mood, heart become purified, Shuddha Jitte, Bhagavad Darshan can be possible. By the help of any experience, we have gathered in the material world, experience, we can never get darshan of Bhagavan. We will have to take darshan of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Purna Chetan. By the help of Chetan Vritti, we can. we have to grow another eyes, third eyes, which is impossible at present. Bhagavan can give darshan. First of all, we can grow inner darshan. Then after all, at all the question of Bhagavad darshan can come. Otherwise not. We have been discussing in this Laghu-Bhagavatamrita by Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda, the different kind of Siddhanta vichars are there. If we have failure to understand Siddhanta vichar, we can never grow our interest. Siddhanta boliya chitte na karo alos. Yavite Krishna take sudhira manos. Siddhanta is very tough. Who can understand? A weak headache it is. Okay, let us do Hare Krishna only. Not that. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is Siddhanta, it is written, we should not show any lethargy, we should not become lazy in the way of knowing this Siddhanta Vichar. Because if we show laziness, we can never grow any bhajan mood properly. So many times I told that it is the opinion of Prabhupada. If somebody is speaking well, my Gurudev is a very nice Vaishnava, but that Vaishnava is very good Vaishnava. But in Siddhanta Vichar, no idea. Prabhupada, it is absurd. Prabhupada speaking, it is absurd, it cannot so happen. So it cannot so happen. Vaishnava must be knowing Siddhanta Vichar, and if Siddhanta Vichar is there and he is not Vaishnava, it cannot so happen. It is vice versa. Siddhanta Vichar there, he must be Vaishnava. Otherwise, how no? And a Vaishnava having no Siddhanta Vichar, it is also impossible. So you can remember all different avatars I was discussing about Vamandev, all other avatars I already, Kurma, Varaho, Adi. I have been discussing here, and last week, I stopped here. I told Upendra Avatar, after that we can go to Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna taking the form of Vaman, Nisingo, Varaho, all different. So, last time I already discussed many things, but still I like to little bit go back to remind you. Upendra avataratvancha yatha harivangse shakravachane. Harivans, one Puran, one book, very authentic book. Vishnu Puran also different. So, Upendo avataratvancha yatha harivangse shakro vachane. Here Shakra means Indra. Here it is written, we can find from Harivangsa the book, Harivangsa one book, authentic book, Harivangsa, Indra speaking about Upendra avatar. Speaking about Indra avatar, so Upendo avataratvancha, so Upendro avataratvancha, yatha harivangse shakravachane ki vaindram vaishnavam asvaiva mune bhagamaham dadu Javiyang samaham premna krishnam pashyami narado. What? Aindram, Aindram, Vaishnavam Ashaiva Mune Bhagamaham Dadau Javiyangsam Maham Premana Krishnam Pashyami Narada. What? Indra speaking about Krishna as an incarnation of Upendra. Indra speaking of Krishna as an incarnation of Upendra in Harivamsa. O sage, Indra sacrifice, I give Krishna the portion of oblation meant for Lord Vishnu. I love Krishna, O Narada, because I see him as my younger brother. This opinion some material people can take wrong way. Maybe they cannot understand with what mood Indra wanted to say. I already told you, while the marriage procession going with Gauranga Mahaprabhu, while coming back after marriage, Vishnupriya Devi, Gauranga there, in Chaitanya Bhagavati remark, people watching them and saying it cannot so happen. Oh, so nice. Maybe they are Lakshmi Narayana. No. They are Ram Sita. All different kind of remarks people are speaking. People are passing different kind of remarks. Sri Vrindavan Das Chakramas are speaking, well, they are not speaking lie. It is also true. It's also true. Because they are not speaking lie. It's also true. Because Gauranga is the Swayamrup Bhagavan, Krishna and Gauranga, Swayamrup Bhagavan. So what is applicable for Krishna, but is applicable for Gauranga also. No wrong in it. It is true that all avatars are staying inside the body of Krishna. So, if I say Upendra is, I can say Vaindram Vaishnavam Ashaiva Mune Mahabhagam Dadu Javiyam Samaham Javihang Samaham Premana Krishnam Pashyami Narado. Okay? So, this way, point is that it is said, Indra speaking of Krishna as an incarnation of Upendra. Actually, Upendra is coming from Krishna. Krishna as an... but Indra speaking of Krishna as an incarnation of Upendra in the Harivamsa Puran, O sage, Indra, O sage, in the Vaindra sacrifice, O sage, in the Vaindra sacrifice, I give Krishna the portion of oblations meant for Lord Vishnu. I love Krishna, O Narada, because I see him as my younger brother. This kind of affection can be there. This way, I already discussed about Naranara and everything. Krishna ke Badhi Narayana avatar Nirnaya Koriya, somebody speaking. Krishna is the avatar of Badinarana avatar Nirnaya Kariya. Upendratva Vishwaye Harivamso, we can see Uddriti, Indra speaking, previously, I myself previously, the part of Jagya, of oblation, I used to offer to Vishnu. At present, that Jagya Bhaga, the oblation, I am giving to Vaman Avatar. His Krishna is there with me, my younger brother, no problem. Samprati at present, that Jagya part of that Jagya oblation I'm providing to Vaman Avatar Krishna. Previously I used to give to Vishnu. And now my younger brother, Krishna is there. So Narad, hey Narad, I think Krishna as my younger brother in the form of Vamandev. That I have done nothing wrong. A Prabhu to anukuli koriyache, I have done all right. But sometime if he is going against me, still I never mind. Follow what I say. First of all, I can say, Oindram Vaishnavam Asaiva Mune Bhagamaham Dadu. I used to give share to Vishnu. So, Oindram Vaishnavam Asaiva Mune Bhagamaham Dadu Javiyam Samaham Premana Krishnam Pashyami Narado. After that speaking, Tadetad Ubhayattam na bhavit Krishne virodataha angshattam hi tayoruktam paravarastam ashatu. What speaking? Tadetad Ubhayattam na bhavit Krishne virodataha angshattam hi tayoruktam Paravarastamashatu. So, since Krishna is Indra's younger brother in the form of Vamana, because I already told how from Aditi, by Payabrata, Bhagavan came himself in the form of Vaman to bestow Kripa on her, to us, Indra is affectionate towards Vamandev because as a younger brother he took birth. Even when there is sufficient cause of dissatisfaction or some quarrel can take place, but still Indra saying is my younger brother, some mistake, no, I never mind. So during, so since Krishna is Indra's younger, Indra going to think that way, as Vamandeva, Indra is affectionate towards him, even when there is sufficient cause to develop angry attitude or some quarrel, maybe they, but still not doing because of affection. The above statement was made during the incident when Krishna took the heavenly Parijata tree from Sarga, Loka, to Dharoka, that you can remember. It is forbidden, it is not the rule to take anything from heaven to this world. Follow. It is strictly prohibited to bring anything from heaven. It is strictly prohibited to bring Parijat flower, beautiful, which is the only treasure in the heaven. We, human beings, cannot expect it here. Krishna wanted to bring it. Therefore, Indra left, obliged to refuse Krishna's request and oppose any attempt to take the tree by force. Well, the Vedic sacrifice known as Indra was first performed by Indra. Indra saying previously, when I used to arrange Jagya, Indriya Jagya, and in the sacrifice of elation, previously I was habituated to give it to Vishnu. But now when Krishna taking birth as my younger brother, I offer to Krishna. I have affection. The portion of oblation that Indra previously offered to Lord Vishnu, he now offers to Vamandeva, whom he identifies with Krishna. He thinking Krishna is coming in the form of Krishna himself. Less intelligent persons may speculate that this indicates that Krishna is expanded from Lord, but not that, from Brahmana. Actually, from Krishna, everything comes. But Indra does not make clear. Pingo not going to clarify properly because out of affection is such a thing which can feel you more superior to the object of affection. Follow. This is the nature of affection, what to do. You have nothing to do in it. So, those who are less interested, they can think otherwise. But as per Siddhanta Vichar, we should understand. Indra does not going to clarify this point here. We know on the Dhritarashtra, we know about him. He is blind, Dhritarashtra. And Dhritarashtra, out of tremendous affection towards Duryodhana, he was blind in true sense. Externally, if somebody found blind, it's okay, it can be there. Externally, somebody can be blind. What wrong is? That cannot be a big issue, at least in devotional life. But when somebody is blind at heart is blind, then his judgment, his thinking, his activities all wrong. Like the case of Andha Dhritarashtra, though Vidurji Maharaj giving so much argument, nice judgment. Oh king, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go that way. You try to speak to Duryodhana who is running wrong way. But still, Dhritarashtra cannot speak even a single word to Duryodhana because blind. So here, we mean to say, affection, blind affection means, blind affection, there is one terminology. Blind affection can make you really blind. So, Indra not going to clarify, Indra is not foolish, but he is speaking this way. Well, let us speak. So, Indra speaking, Vaindram Vaishnavam Asaiva Mune Bhagamaham Dadu Jabiyangsamam Jabiyangsamaham Premna Krishnam Pashyami Narado Tadetat Ubhayatvam na Pashyat Krishne Virodhataha Angshatvam hi Tayoruktvam Paravarastvam Ashotu Tadetat Ubhayatvam na Pashyat Krishne Virodhataha Angshatvam hi Tayoruktam Paravarastam Ashotu. Krishna's identification with both these avatars is not at all contradictory. Because what contradictory? Krishna is the source of everything. The two are said to be expansion of Krishna. The para avastha, complete avastha, paravarasto. We can discuss this point. Paravarasto, form of the Supreme Lord. Krishna's identification with both those avatars is not at all contradictory. The two are said to be expansion of Krishna, the Paravastha, complete form of the Supreme Lord. So, first point, where Krishna seeking, previously I used to give the offer of Jagya to oblation to Vishnu. At present, I am giving to Brahman avatar to Krishna, who is in the form of Brahman. Hey Narad, I think that Krishna is my younger brother in the form of Brahman. Okay, that is your privilege, you can think that way. I have done in favor of him, but sometime he was not in favor of me. Some such activities, like the case of taking Parijat Bhikkhu from heaven to, I was worried because this is not allowed, how he can do? As a small boy, small, brother. Anyway, sometime if Krishna doing something against me, still I never mind, because I have affection. So the elder brother must excuse younger brother. This kind of loveful relationship should not be disturbed. So, heaven planet, they are Parijat Vriksha. I never wanted to give it to Krishna. If somebody going to say that Krishna out of jealousy, Indra out of jealousy didn't want to give this Parijat, because that is also wrong, Indra speaking. Because it is the rules. What property is there in heaven, it should be there in heaven. Why can somebody can take? Some people having less intelligent, having no Siddhanta Vichar, they thought that I was full of jealousy, that's why I took a step. It is the property of heaven, so one should not take it. That's why I was against. But I never wanted to express any jealousy, common people out of their ignorance speaking like that. So, those were opponent party. They are looking Krishna, Badinarayan, Vaman, Upendra, Avatar, those who are speaking that Krishna is the avatar of that original Badinarayan or Upendra avatar. Their Siddhanta is completely wrong. Think, because in Shastra, Badinarayan and Upendra Angsharup Angshi Krishna, Swayamrup Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Shyam. We know it. So, I already discussed this point, Krishna's identification with both the avatars, Narayana and this one, what we are discussing, is not at all contradictory. The two are said to be expansion of Krishna, the Paravastha form of the Supreme Lord. So, I never mind people passing remark wrong way. They're thinking I have jealousy, everything, but not actually so. That is the rule. So, Krishna's identification. So Krishna's identification with both those avatars are not at all contradictory. The two are said to be expansions of Krishna, Paravastha, complete form of the Supreme Lord. After all, the next sloka, it is written, Naro Vratur iha angshatvam chete angsheti bakshati upendrasya tathatvancha harivangshi upi dishyati. We know the sloka. Ete changso kala krishnastu bhagavan swayam. This sloka is there. Ete changso kala krishnastu bhagavan swayam. They are speaking. So, Naro bhatur iha angshatvam ete changsheti bakshate upendrasya tatha tvancha hari bangshi opi drishyate. It is said that the brother of Nara is a partial expansion of Krishna. Can be understood from the verse beginning ete. When the words are ete, chamsa kala. By this word you should understand Krishna's origin. Follow. Apparently it seems Krishna, Krishna coming from them, but not that. That the brother of Nara is a partial. This is because we know the brother of Nara is the partial expansion of Krishna, can be understood from the verse beginning with Ete Chamsakala Krishnastu Bhagavan Shyam. Bhagavad Mahapuran 1, 1st Canto, 3rd chapter, 28. Also, we know from Bhagavati Mahapuran, Badanti tattvavidas tatyam yad jnanam adhyayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagvaniti shabdate. We have idea about that. Also, about Krishna Tattva, who is the Supreme Lord, we know. Ete chansa kalaha pungshaha krishnastu bhagavan Shyam. Ete chansa kalaha. By this word is clarified. Ete chansa kalaha pungshaha krishnastu bhagavan Shyam indiyari vyakulam lokam medayanti yuge yuge. So, Sukadev Goswami speaking, Sukadev Goswami speaking, all different avatara-valis I discussed there. Some of them avatars are Hari Angso, Kala, Avatar, Angshar Angso, Ittadi can be there. But Krishna is the original. Evapadapati, when there is torture done by those Daitya, Asur, then to protect this material world, he appearing, but Krishna, Bhajandandan Krishna Sakshat Swayam Rup Vishnu Paratattva. So, ete chansakalaha pangshaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indiyari Vakulam Lokam Medayanti Yuge Yuge. So you see, Naro Bhratur Iha Angshattam Ete Changseti Bhakshate Upendrasho Tathatmancha Harivangshe Opi Dishyati. So, Naro Bhratur Iha Angshatyam Ete Changseti Bhakshate Upendrasho Tathatpamcha Harivangshe Drishyate. That the brother of Narada, of other Narayana, that the brother of Nara is a partial expansion of Krishna can be understood from the verse beginning with Ete Changsakala Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. The Lord Upendra is the partial expansion can be seen in Harivamsa. Apparently people can be in confusion, they can not understand, maybe. So, Tatahi Devarsi Vachanam Harivamsa, there it is written, Devarsi Vachanam Aditya Tapasa Vishnur Mahatma Radhitaha Pura Varena Chandita Tena Paritushtena Chaditi. Follow. I already discussed this point. I go back again to discuss. There in Harivamsa it is written, we find a statement by Devarshi Narad. Long ago, Aditi worshipped the Supreme Lord Vishnu by performing activities and finances like the Payabrata. Satisfied with her effort, the Lord delighted Aditi by offering her benediction of her choice. She told him, O leader of the demigods, I want a son just like you. Follow. So, Aditya tapasa Vishnur Mahatma Radhitaha Pura Varena Chandita Tena Paritustena Chaditihi. Okay? Aditya tapasa Vishnur Mahatma Radhitaha Pura Varena Chandita Tena Paritustena Chaditi. Tayukto, what he told? What she told? Tayuktos tadrisham putram ichhamiti surattamaha tenoktam bhuvane nasti matsamaha purusho aparaha. Aditi Ma requested Bhagavan when Bhagavan wanted to give benediction. What benediction was? I like to get a son like you. Aditya tapasa Vishnur Mahatma Radhitaha Pura Varenas Chandita Tena Paritustena Chaditi Tayuktas Tadrisham Putram Ichhami Iti Surattama Tenoktam Bhuvane Nasti Matsamaha Purushapara. I like to get a son like you, this kind of benefit. But a son like me is not possible. Well, I need to come myself. Angshena tu bhavishwami putraha kholu aham evate. I must come in the form of your son, Angsha, Angshatena. Atho Krishne paravarasto bhavo agre bhakshate sputam. Krishna is the all in all, that is clarified first. Then the second point, Angshe no tu bhavishwami. Bhagavan speaking, by Angsho I can take birth as your son. Angshe no tu bhavishwami putraha khalu mevati. Nischit, definitely. Atho Krishne paravarasto bhavo agre bhakshate sputam. Paravarastacha purnavastu sastre pakirtitaha tasmat angshattvamevasyo virudhyam sputamikshate. It is clearly saying, by this all comment is clearly saying that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is all in all. Because it is written by, Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda, Angshe tu bhavishyati putraha khalu ahamevati. I myself can come in the form of your son in Angsa, not ete changsa kala krishnastu bhagavan Shyam. Atha Krishne paravarasto bhava agre bhakshate sputam. So it is automatically clarified that Krishna is the paravarasto atha Krishne. Later on, we will clearly show that Krishna is a paravastha form of the Supreme Lord. According to Shastra, the paravastha are the most complete forms of God, In light of this, it would previously be contradictory to call Krishna as a partial expansion. It is wrong. Apparently it was spoken. So, Aditya tapasa Vishnur Mahatma Radhitaha Pura Varenas Chandita Tena Paritustena Chaditi Tayaktas Tadrisham Putramicha Ichami iti surattama tenoktam bhavane nasti matsamaha purushattama. Purushaha paraha. Sorry. Angshe no tu bhavishwami putraha khalu mevate atho Krishne paravarasto bhavo agre bhakshate sputam. Paravarastascha purnavastha shaste pakirtitaha tasmad angshattam meva asyo virudhyam sputam ikshate. Later on, we will clarify how Krishna is a para avastha from the supreme form of the Supreme Lord. According to Shastra, paravastha is the complete avastha. Paravastha is the complete avastha. So, according to Shastra, the paravastha are the most complete forms of the Lord, of God. In light of this, it would obviously be contradictory to all Krishna, a partial expansion. After hearing from the scriptures, that Vamandeva is a Shyam's expansion of the Supreme Lord, someone might still think that the Krishna could be an Amsa of that Amsa. To consider this, Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda will present his main thesis. Krishna is the principal paravastha. Krishna is the principal paravastha. Maybe some paravastha can be there, Krishna is the principal Paravastha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once this thesis is proven, all proposals that he is only an Amsa will be silenced or can be stopped or may be cut. So, Angsheno tu bhavishwami putraha khalumevate atho Krishne paravastha bas paravasto bhava agre bakshate sputam. Angshena tu bhavishwami putraha khalu ahamevate atho Krishne paravasto bhava agre bakshate sputam. Paravastascho purnavasto sastre pakirtitaha tasmad angsattu mevaso virudyam sputamikshate. So later on we will clearly saw that Krishna is a Paravastha form of the Supreme Lord. According to Shastra, the Paravastha are the most complete forms of God. In light of this, it would obviously be contradictory to call Krishna as a partial expansion. So, Artho Gattantaram Tesham. Artho Gattantaram Tesham Vachananancha Dishyati. Artho Gattantaram Tesham Vachananancha Drishyati. We can discover other expansions from the above quoted statements. So I am speaking. We can discover other expansions from the above quoted statements. It is written, Tatro dharmo putro vitvadu karika. Tatro dharmo putra vitvadu karika. Tatro dharma putra vitvadu. Tatro dharma putra vitvadu karika. So here we can discuss, thus Naro Narayano prapetva atmasat krito tau Shyam Krishnarjuno Chandravangsam Manu Prakatratam Gato. Thus there is in Karika an expansion of the verse. Karika means notebook, you can say. Murai Guccio, Korcha ba Karika, that you say, mean a note. Thus, here is a Karika, an explanatory verse. Thus, there is a Karika for the verse beginning Dharma Putra Vitvadu. So thus there is a Karika an explanatory verse from the verse beginning with Dharma Dharma Putrau. Putrau. The two of them, Krishna and Arjuna, attended Narayana in the sense of accepting them within themselves. Krishna and Arjuna then manifested themselves in the dynasty of the moon god. So, Naro Narayanu Prapitvatmashat Kritu Tau Shyam Krishnarjuno Chandru Vangsam Anu Prakattatam Gato. Tau Imau Itvadu Karika. What is it? Kartaro Tau Hari Bangsho Naro Narayano Iha Daparante Karma Bhuto Ayato Krishna Falguno. What is it? Kartaro Tau Harer Angsho Naro Narayano Iha Daparante Kurma Bhuto Ayato Krishna Falguno. Thus, there is a Karika expansion for the verse beginning Dharma Putrau. The two of them, Krishna and Arjuna, attended Naro and Narayan in the sense of accepting them within themselves. Krishna and Arjuna then manifested themselves in the dynasty of moon god. So, it is written, Kartaro Tau Harer Angso Naro Narayano Iho Daparante Karma Bhuto Ayato Krishna Falguno. Thus here in Karika, an explanatory verse for the verse beginning Dharma Putro, the two of them, Krishna and Arjuna, attended Narayana in the sense of accepting them within themselves. Krishna and Arjuna manifested themselves in the dynasty of the moon god. The Puranas do not use word in vain. Useless word not found in Purana, sometimes contradictory issue can be found. What is this? Is Purana. But also has some logic, also has some balance that we cannot realize, we misunderstand. Thus, here is the Karika, an explanatory verse for the verse beginning with Dharma Putro, the two of them, Krishna and Arjuna, attended Nara and Narayana in the sense of accepting them within themselves. Krishna and Arjuna then manifested themselves in the dynasty of the moon god. Naro Narayano Prapitvatmashat Krito Tau Shyam Krishnarjuno Chandu Vangsam Anu Prakotatam Gato. Okay. Tau Imo itvadu karika. Kartaro tou harer angsho naro narayanayo daparante karmo bhuto ayato Krishna Falguno. The Puranas never use useless, do not use words in vain. Every word has some precise meaning, but we apparently cannot understand. Which one can discover through careful study under the guidance of a Vaishnava Acharyas, if the principal meaning of the word, if we take the lateral meaning, I mean external meaning, word to word meaning, it is not suitable. It cannot be suitable in this concept. Then one must find other acceptable meaning. Follow. Kartaro tou harer angsho naro narayano iha daparante karma bhuto ayato Krishna Falguno sarvado upodestritvad sarvado upodestritvad ya puranarshir uchate narayanam purushanam yastaya nam asrayo satu. A karika, I mean explanatory note on the verse beginning Chau Imau. In this verse, Nara Imau, the two Dubachan, I already told many times in Sanskrit, one is one single, and in English, more than one we plural, but not that. Dual number we have to use. So, in Karika, on the verse beginning Chau Emau, in this verse, Nara and Narayana are the subjects of the sentence. We know it clearly. Who are acting, okay? At the end of Dapara age, they enter Krishna, and at the end of Dapara age, they enter Krishna and Arjuna, the objects of the sentence, who are receiving the action. Kartaro tou harer bangsho naro narayanu iho daparante kurmo bhuto ayato Krishna Falgunu. Okay. Sampujyotedado karika. Sampujyetado karika. What is written? Sarvado upo drestitvad puranarsi uchate narayanam purushanam yastrayanam asrayoho satu nareshu marto lokesu sahachari bhagavan Shyam tadharmo manukritvato payama satu manim. What? Nareshu marto lokesu sahachari bhagavan Shyam tadharmam anukritvatro pujayamaso tam manim. What do you think? Karikas, regarding this point, Karikas on the verse beginning, Sampujyaha, Sampujyaha. Krishna is called the most ancient sage because he gave spiritual instruction at the very beginning of the creation. He is called Narayana because he is the shelter of three Naras. Naras means water. The Puranas indications. What is written? But it is written Karikas on the verse beginning Shampujaha. Krishna is called the most ancient of the sages because he gave spiritual instruction at the very beginning of the creation to Brahma. Krishna the Chaturmukha, he is called Narayana because he is the shelter of the three Naras world. The Puranas incarnations. He is called the friend of Nara because he joined it with the human beings on the earth and executed Dharma as if one of them, and thus he offered worship. Thus he offered worship to the sage Narada. Although Krishna is Narada's guru, in his partial expansion as Narad Rishi during his Kshatriya Leela, he worshipped Narada. Okay, nice, it's good. Sarvadau Upadestritvat Ya Purano Rishi Ruchyate Naranam Purushanam Yastrayanam Asrayohu Satu. Okay. So, it is written that Narayanakshe means it is called actually what is called Narayaniam is a part of Mahabharata. Narayanakshenangsheno Krishna Jadapi Jagat Guru Tat Guru, but still Naradam Pujayamaso Upi Khatra Lilaya. Varnanam Brahmano Guru, with his mood, Krishna thinking Naradji as Guru. It's quite natural. Varnanam Brahmana Guru, so no problem in Sarva. So again I get the report, I like to, recite Sampujyetadau Karika Sarvadau Upodestritvad Purana Risiruchyate Naranam Purushanam Yastrayanam Asrayohu Saprabhu Nareshu Mortolokesu Sahachari Bhavan Swayam Tadharmam Anukritvatro Pajayamaso Tam Munim Narayana Kshyanena Angsena Krishna Yadapi Tadguru Naradam Pujayamaso Upi Khatrulya. It purposely. Though Narad is the topmost, and more than Narad is Krishna, Bhagavan is Shyam. But since Bhagavan is playing the role of Kshatriya, he hesitated to take honor from anybody. So, Sarvadau upodestritvad ya purano rishir uchyate naranam purushanam yastrayanam asrayaho satu nareshu mortolokesu sahachari bhavan swayam tad dharmam anukritvatro prajayamasu tam munim Narayanakshanena angshena Krishno jadapi jagadguru tadguru. Still Naradam pujayamaso. Why is Krishna now doing Kshatriya Leela? That is why. So Karikas on the verse beginning Shampujaha, Krishna is called the most ancient or worshipable of sages because he is the spiritual. He gave spiritual instruction to Brahma also at the very beginning of the creation, how it was possible. He is called Narayana because he is the shelter of three Naras, the Purusha incarnations. He is called the friend of Nara, okay, because he joined it with the human being on the earth and executed dharma as if one of them. And thus he offered worship to the sage Narada. Although Krishna is Narada's guru, but still, although Krishna is Narada's guru, in spiritual devotion line, but still, as Narada said, during his Kshatriya Leela, he worshipped Narada. Okay? He was bound according to Sri Gopal Tapani Upanishad. Krishna gave instructions to Brahma, or we know Brahma Sangita also. At the beginning of Brahma's day's first day, thus at the beginning of a new phase of the creation, Krishna is the first spiritual authority to be worshipped, and that was to be worshipped. Therefore, to set an example while playing the part of a human being, Krishna offers worship to the great sage Narada. Even though Krishna's partial expansion, Badari, Narayana is Narada's instructing spiritual master. Okay? So there cannot be any fighting mood, it's very clear. Again I can recite if you want. Kartaro tau harer angsho naro narayano iha daparante karma bhutau ayato krishna falguno sarvado upodestritvat ya purana rishiruchyate Narayanam Purushanam Jastrayanam Asrayoho Satu Nareshu Mortolokesu Sahachari Bhagavan Swayam Tadharmam Anukritvatro Pujayama Sutam Munim Narayana Kshanena Angshena Narayanakṣhanena aṅśena Krishno jadvapi jagadguru. Again, Narayanakṣhanena Krishno jadvapi jagadguru. Naradam pujayamaso tathapi khatrolilaya. Narayana. So, Narayanakṣhanam aṅśena Narayanaksena aṅśena Krishno jadvapi jagadguru atadguru. Still Naradam pujayamaso tathapi khatrolilaya. Okay. Oindriyam itvado karika. Karika means it's explanatory notes. Explanatory notes. So, it is written, Indriyastu. So, Oindriyam itvado karika. Indriyastu natiko vidyat mot. It is written, Oindriyam itvado karika. It is written, Indrastu natiko vidyat mot sarat chokto banidam tasmat krishnasya no tattat rupottam ghatate kachi. So, it is written clearly, so we see Indrastu natiko vidyat mat saracho uktobadinam tasmat krishnasya no tattad rupattam ghatate kachit. And a karika, I mean explanatory note on the verse beginning Aindram, being not very wise, Indra spoke like this out of envy. Thus the assertion that Krishna is an expansion of either of this form is unreasonable. It cannot be submitted. In the Kena Upanishad, it is written, in the Kena Upanishad, Indra, Agni, Vayu, all we know, Kena Upanishad, we know the incident. Brahma was going there to get the identity, all you know, known to you all, I think so. It's a common history. In the Kena Upanishad, Indra, Agni, Vayu are said to be knowers of the absolute truth. How then can Indra be called less intelligent? This question can come. Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda giving answer that to facilitate Krishna's pastime, I mean, all can contribute to the Leela of Krishna. If I need to play the role of less intelligent, then it's okay. Because ultimate source is Krishna. Everything, whatever happening, negative, positive, everything. for the excellency of Krishna Lila. If my contribution in negative way going to it, then also is good. Follow. Like Yasodama, I can discuss tomorrow. Yasodama, Rohinima, they are not foolish, but still they become foolish. So Putana is Tama, Putana is Rakshasi, and Yasodami is Sattik, Suddha Sattva. How possible the Putana coming and making fool of her? This is the point, is purposely this kind of lila, if not there, then the excellency of the Krishna lila we cannot feel. So, in Kena Upanishad, Agni, Vayu, Indra, Agni, Vayu are all said to be knower of the Absolute. They like to know the Absolute. Then, how then can Indra be called as less intelligent? Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda speaking answers that to facilitate Krishna's pastime, to increase the glories, they are going to contribute positive and negative way. Indra's wisdom become temporarily covered up. Same thing, the example I give with Yasodama and Rohini, they are not foolish, but still in front of Putana they are acting, they become foolish. So the Balakrishna, the small boy, was taken away. Then the problem happening. This is all for the excellency of Leela, Krishna Leela. So, Indra's wisdom become temporarily covered up, and therefore he felt envious to Krishna's superiority. Why this kind of thing taking place? So, Indra thinking I am superior to him. Follow. This way, this kind of problem happening is also one kind of substitution. If this kind of Leela is not there, then the sweetness of Krishna Leela cannot increase. So thus the association of Krishna is an expansion either of the form and the author. So in a Kena Upanishad we find that only the Indra, Agni, Vayu are said to be the knower of. Then how we can say? Because okay, well, Bhagavan say that to facilitate, to increase the excellence of Krishna Leela, pastime of Krishna Leela, facilitate Krishna's pastime, Indra's wisdom become temporarily covered up. And therefore he felt envious to Krishna's superiority, that is the reason. Otherwise we can commit offense unto the speed of Indra and also unto the speed of Krishna. Without understanding, if we pass random remark is not good, it cannot help us that way. Anyway, so I like to discuss this sloka also. I already discussed, so I'll have to stop here, pause my discussion. Dasame dasamam laksham asritasrayo vigraham Sri Krishnacham param dham yagadhyamam namami tat. Up to now I like to pause, excuse me, in no way, time is limited. I like to stop here. Tomorrow again I can continue my discussion. So today I am bound to stop here, excuse me. Vancha kalpatarosya ki pasindu bhavecho.